Hi everybody, 29th of May, another day in my life after the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's. Before I start, I need to give a shout out to the fella that came over to me on Wednesday when I was sat outside the Juice Rave Cafe. He follows me on here and he'd recognise me walking past. He came over, introduced himself, so we had a little chat. But I didn't get your name, so if you're watching this, give me a message and a thumbs up. At least I know you get your TikTok name that way. Thanks for coming over and introducing yourself. And I hope your stay in the Imperial was good and better than the one you said you'd had in Blackpool. Good. And also I want to re-mention this person who's sending out messages supposedly from me, asking people mainly to start donating directly to him because of insecurities, he's saying. Now remember, it's not me. I don't contact people. I reply to messages. That's all I do. So if you get contacted directly from me, supposedly, then it ain't me. It ain't me. So just ignore it. I'll report it if you can. Report it if you can. And if you're going to do any donations, just donate on here. Click on here and go through the Just Giving page. The link to the Just Giving page. And then it goes straight through to Parkinson's UK then. Even I don't get to any dealings with it. So yeah, I need to mention that. So anyway, last night I had a restless night's sleep last night. I thought that'll teach me for saying I'm having a couple of good nights, won't it? So I was tossing and turning. It might have been the heat again, I'm not sure, but I was wide awake for about 6. I was up for 6:15 and back I was over in the gym early again, about 8:15, something like that. 8:15, did another 7.5k, but on a steep incline again. So that was a bit tough because I thought, remember today's like my last day in the gym here before I go away on Monday. And even though I've got every intention of going in the gym while I am away, remember I am away, so will I? Monday's a write-off because I get picked up at 5:30 Monday morning, over to the airport. It's, an hour and a half-ish, without any traffic. So flying at 10:30. So Monday's not going to happen. Tuesday morning, I'm going to get up and it's like the first full day there. But remember, it's also our anniversary. So I probably won't get in the gym Tuesday morning either. But I do need to go in the gym next week. I can't have 7 or 8 days off after putting all this work in. It will knock me back because when I do come back from Italy, then I've got like 3 weeks and 4 days or something before the actual walk itself, before the actual trek. Remember, it's a 10-mile trek I'm doing. Around the in the Peak District. So it's all up and down. So yeah, and I need to get in. I can't get in, or I'm not going to go in the gym in the hotel while I'm away and do these 2-hour stints that I'm doing. I'm not going to do that, but I need to get in and do, at least like 3/4 of an hour or something like that, just to keep me going. So that's me with every intention. I'll do that. But after I'd done, I went down to the changing room. Sean came in after one of the Useless Men gang, in with the ailments and illnesses. He come walking in and he said, I'm moving back to Birmingham, he said, because my friend, she's a nurse and she's looking for a care home for me. Because when she came in yesterday or the day before, she said, I can tell you're depressed. And he said, I am. So I chirped and I said, bloody hell, you can't be that depressed if you're willing to move back to Birmingham. Where's your sympathy, Mike? Where's your sympathy? Humour, though. Humour's great medicine. It really is, because it has everybody laughing, including Sean. He did tell me to F off, but he laughed his head off anyway. So, Anyway, so when I got back home, I got the plumber turned up about 15 minutes after I was home, and he's fit me outside tap now, which is good. So I've then put me retractable hose pipe, fit it to the wall already, and actually been out watering my plants before before just after he'd gone. So yeah, miles better, and it was better for cleaning up as well, and and it reaches right round to the front of my garden now, so I can water all my plants instead of having to take a watering can. So yeah, that was a good idea. And then I went into Cleveland's, into Juice Wave Cafe, and just met up with Angie's sister, like we've been trying to do once a week, just for the coffee. And I wish that I got another Pokeball, because what I got was a spicy Bombay potato and all sorts on it, panini. Really, really nice. I love them. I've had loads of them, but it was a bit warm. The spiciness was a bit warm. So I wish that I got the Pokeball, and then I got their own special smoothie, just called the Juice Wave smoothie. It's like coconut in it, strawberries, and really, really nice, especially on days like this, really nice. And then tomorrow I'm going over to Bolton. One, to pick up my new pants I bought myself some last week, or a few weeks ago, some cotton linen pants for my olds. And I had some alterations done to them. So I'm picking them up tomorrow. Nice light blue they are. They go nice with either a light blue shirt or a white one, something like this. Nice and fresh, going to be in cotton linen as well, because I can't be doing wearing jeans and proper long pants. So, my intention is probably wear them around the hotel maybe of an evening. If I'm going to be the only one in shorts of an evening, then I'll put these pants on. So I may not wear them, but I've got them just in case. And then from there, I'm going over to Angie's garden, because the stonemason's phoned me this morning, and he will have done the 2 lots of inscriptions for Angie and for Wayne on the headstone. So I'll go look at that, which I'm glad it's done, and I'm looking forward to going seeing it, but I'm not looking forward to it neither. Like a double-edged sword, that really, because it will make it feel more final. It will make both the passings more final when I'm actually reading it on the headstone. And what I have done is put sunrise and sunset, instead of date of birth and date of passing. Sunrise and then the date, and sunset. So that's nice. So yeah, that'll be a bit sad. I'll get some take some flowers or plants with me, because again, like I said, remember it's our anniversary on Tuesday, so I'll get some flowers while I'm away on Tuesday, and I've got a card to take with me, and I've got the card that Angie bought me last year, but she never filled it in. I pushed her in a wheelchair, and when I said, right, Angie, it's our anniversary, let's go and buy our cards. So I'll just give her a load of cards, to my husband type thing, and she picked this one, but never got round to filling it in. But at least I've got it, so I'm taking that with me. And I'll get some flowers while I'm over there, but I'll get a plant for the cemetery as well, so I'll leave that there tomorrow. Yeah. When I was talking to him this morning, though, I did get a deal out of him. 1, because he's doing 2 lots in one, and 2, because of the length of time I've had to wait. So I reminded him of that this morning. So I could just hear Angie laughing, bloody Del Boy. There's only you could think about still getting a deal, about work being done on a headstone in a cemetery. You can't beat a deal, though. A deal's a deal. Which then reminds me sort of going back to my business at Old Trafford. Mr. M UK Limited. That's where the Mr. M thing comes from. I've had that name for donkeys, Mr. M. I've got it on my car reg plate and everything. So when I had the souvenir stalls, I used to, one of the stalls, it was a 20-foot stall, and it just used to sell framed pictures and photos on it. It was big 20-foot things, pictures of like current players and previous players, like legends and stuff. And what I'd do is I'd buy the original photograph off one of the official photographers that are allowed in the stadium on match days, and they take action shots. Because there's loads of them, then they'd all submit the photos into United. United would pick out which ones they wanted for themselves to sell in their mega store, and then all the rest, the copyright then reverts back to the photographer. So I used to then go through the ones off this particular photographer and pick out the ones I wanted. So it was all legit. There were nothing United could do about it, copyrighted out like that. So I had that part of it secure, with no comebacks to me. And then I'd have them reprinted, like as paper, frame them, and have them on the stall on a rack and on sale for the next game. It'd take United like 3-4 weeks before they had theirs on sale. So I used to beat them to it, and then they'd just constantly being sold then all the time. Yeah, it was a good little niche market. It was. I'd also buy like signed photographs, and then again just reprint them, not sell them as original signed, just as reprints, and put them on sale. Like I said, it was a big, good-looking stall in a niche market. Instead of all hat scarves and flags, and also this big stall in the middle of everything, used to catch a lot of attention. And what I used to do at Christmas time, I used to have a calendar made up, an A4 size calendar with different player pictures each month on a different player from the photographs I've already bought during the season, and then get them on sale like from December at each home game before Christmas. But craftily, what I used to do was, you got the calendar you'd open it up, so in January, then you'd have the January calendar at the bottom, and I measured it such that all I had to do was guillotine the calendar bit off the bottom and the picture fit directly into a frame which I'd then put on the stall and sell at £6 each, or 2 for a tenner. Right? Now remember, there's 12 months in the calendar, so you've got 12 different player pictures, plus the one on the front, which is like I always had a collage with United across the bottom. So 13 different framed pictures, all at £6 each, or 2 for a tenner. Or why, when people say, I'll give you £1 for any you've got left after Christmas. No, why would I do that? Get more money doing it that way. But that's forward thinking. Yeah, I'm not going to end up selling these calendars for £1 then. So wheeling and dealing. I miss all that. I still do miss it all. I know. Right, so I'm going to get off. Have a look at my profile page if you're thinking of making a donation. If you already have, thank you very much. Thank you for your comments and all your support. Please repost these videos on as many times as you can for me. Let's get my followers up to a level that's needed, whatever it is, and then I can start earning from these videos and donate that as well to Parkinson's. If you would, thank you very much. So I will do another one tomorrow. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.